Comparing and ordering rational numbers. For this activity, you will need to pick 4 problems to complete. And basically what you're doing is you're reading each problem, and then we have to compare them. But our problem is comparing when you have 2 types of fractions. So let's look at the first one. It says, in the last 10 games, Percy made 7/12 of his free throws. For the same period, Tariq made 4/7 of his free throws. Which player has the better free throw record? So for both of these fractions, we're going to need to turn them into decimals. So let's remember, we can use the cowboy method. And I actually can already see I do not have enough room to do this problem. So I'm going to get a separate sheet of paper, but you can always get extra paper. That's never an issue. And then I'm going to do my story. The cowboy goes into the house. He hangs up his hat, kicks off his boots, and eats 3 donuts while the horse stays outside. And I'm now ready to start my actual division. So I think to myself, can 12 go into 7? No, my size 12 foot will not fit in my size 12 or size 7 shoe. So I put a 0 and I scoot over and I say, how many times can 12 go into 70? Oh my goodness, I have no idea. So I'm going to need to have some type of strategy, and I'm going to use my multiples strategy where I list out my multiples of 12. 12, 24, so I'm adding 12 each time. 36, 36 plus 12 is 48. 48 plus 12 is 60. Oh, I can see I'm getting closer. 60 plus 12 is 72. Ooh, so that's too many. So let's count how many groups we were able to get without going over 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 groups. So 5 times 2, or excuse me, 5 times 12 is 60. So 70 minus 60 left me 10. I need to bring down a 0. So now 12 into 100. Well, the cool thing here is I don't have to restart. I can just continue with my multiples chart. So let's see, 72 plus 12 would be 84. 84 plus 12 would be 96. 96 plus 12 is 108. Oh, so that's too big. I needed to stop at the 96. So let's think. 12 goes into 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Because 8 times 12 is 96. Now 100 minus 96, I cannot do 0 minus 6. So I need to make that into a 10. And this into a 9. That goes away. So let's see, 10 minus 6 is 4. And I have one more 0 I need to bring down. Can 12 go into 40? Well, I've already done all the hard work. I just need to count how many groups without going over 40. And I get 1, 2, 3 groups. So 3 times 12 is 36. Now I know I have a remainder, but I'm not worried about it. For the 7th grade purposes, I only need to go 3 decimal spots. So I turn this fraction 7/12 into 583 thousandths. Now I have to turn this 4/7 into something. So I'm going to do my same cowboy method. The cowboy goes inside the house, so my top number, hangs up his hat, kicks off his boots, eats 3 donuts. The horse stays outside. So I think to myself now, can 7 go into 4? And no, 7 cannot. So 0 times 7, well, it just doesn't do it. We're going to scoot over. 7 times into 40. Maybe you know what it is. Maybe you don't. And if you don't, let's do our multiples of 7. So we take the number, we go 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 7 is 21. 21 plus 7 is 28. I'm getting closer. 28 plus 7 is 35. 35 plus 7 is 42. Ooh, so that went too many. 42 is too high, so let's go back and count. How many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups without going over 40, because 5 times 7 was 35. So then I have to do my 40 minus 35, which gives me 5. bring down my 0. 7 into 50. Well, we're pretty close. We can use our same multiples chart. 42 plus 7 is 49. And then 56. So 49 I can tell is as close as I can go without going over 50. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because 7 times 7 is 49. 50 minus 49 is 1. I have one more 0 I have to bring down. So 7 goes into 10 how many times? And it can only go one time. And I do have remainders, but I'm not worried about them because I've gotten this. So I have 0.571 thousandths. So now I can look and compare these much easier than when they were in fractions. Because I read it just like 538. Or even if I wanted to turn it into a percent, that dp, that tells me this would be 58.3%. If I did dp to this, 1, 2, it would be 57.1. Oh, I know if I had a test, while both of these would not be good scores, which would be bigger? 58 or 57? And hopefully you're saying 58, which means this fraction's bigger, and let's see who that belonged to. It said, which player had the better free throw record? 7/12 belonged to Percy, so I'm going to put Percy. Now you notice these took a while. I expect that these will take a while and quite a bit of work, but you need to choose 3 more problems that need to be completed. Now I do want to point out one other thing. If you come to a problem like number 3 where it's 4 1/3, we only do the cowboy method for the fraction part of it. And then you see how we have this 0 something? In place of the 0, we would put the 4. So you only do cowboy method for the fractional part of the number.